Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you for joining me for our week of devotions. I hope you'll stay with me through the entire week as we talk about relationships. I want to talk to you this week specifically about God's requirements or God's rules for our relationships. When God designed us, He designed us for relationship with Him and relationship with one another. And He gave us some rules. He gave us some requirements. He gave us some instructions regarding how we are to live our lives in relationship to the people around us. And these rules really have application in different kinds of relationships. I want to talk to you today about families and specifically about your marriage and parenting roles. Now, note what the scripture says regarding our responsibilities as husbands, wives, and as parents. Ephesians 5:25, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. That's an instruction to husbands. We are called to love our wives. The Greek word there is agape, and that means a selfless love, a kind of love that reaches beyond your feelings and does the right thing for the benefit of someone else. And then in the same chapter, Ephesians 5:33, however, each one of you must also love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. And so here the wives are called upon to fulfill a responsibility of respect. That is, learning how to build the esteem of their husbands, to help their husbands feel valuable and worthwhile. So on one hand, there's the love. The other hand, there's the respect. Of course, everyone needs love and everyone needs respect, but we're called to highlight those areas as husbands and wives. And then notice what it says in the next chapter, Ephesians 6, about children. Children, obey your parents because you belong to the Lord, for this is the right thing to do. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise. If you honor your father and mother, things will go well for you, and you will have a long life on the earth. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. Rather, bring them up with the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord. And so here we're told that really our primary responsibility as parents is to raise our children in a loving environment, but also certainly providing them loving discipline and loving instruction. So the two wings of the parenting airplane are the wings of discipline, because discipline is what produces character, and then instruction, because instruction is what brings wisdom. And so as husbands, we're to love our wives. As wives, we're to respect our husbands. As parents, we are to discipline and instruct our children in a loving way that does not provoke anger. See, God starts with the family, because the family is the basic building block of society. It is the basic building block of the church, and marriage is the basic building block of the family. Give some attention to God's rules, God's requirements for your family. I promise you, when you do it God's way, it's the best way.